So let me ask you this question because both of you said I need to get with a realtor soon before just randomly making these decisions by myself. How do you overcome this dilemma? And this is the dilemma that I'm in right now. My next door neighbor is a realtor. And for the last like 14 years, every week when there's trash day, she and her husband bring my trash cans up to my property, like up to my garage door, in hopes of like being considered for being the next realtor. They've been like the perfect neighbors, and they will like not ever have noise, and they've kept their animals off of our yards and all these things, like in hopes of one day they're going to be the next realtor. But we also have like a sister-in-law who's a realtor. And then I have a brother and sister who are realtors. And then I have people who work inside my home that are realtors. And then there's, of course, a guy that emails me like every day and he's a realtor. And then a guy that mails stuff to my house every day that's a realtor. And so, like, how do you decide what the best realtor is? Because I would like to give them all my business, but I'm only one sale. Even if I do sell my house, I'm only one sale. How do you overcome that?
Refer them. You know, a lot of people, you refer them out. Everyone needs a realtor. Everyone needs a house to live in. Pass their names around. Spread the love.
That's great advice.
I would say specifically in a situation like that, you have to understand that when you're buying or selling a property, you're going to be working with your realtor over a prolonged period of time. And especially if you're picking up investment properties, who do you get along with? Who can you confide in? You're going to be talking about your finances and your personal life and your living situation and your work habits and, your hobbies and what you like to do and what amenities you use. You need to get really personal with a realtor. And so who do you click with? Who do you feel comfortable with? You can interview a couple of realtors and see who you really get along with. If you've got a realtor that you work closely with or that do you feel comfortable with them? Because you're going to be getting pretty intimate as far as your personal life details with them over a prolonged period of time, several months, while searching for that perfect property. So work with somebody that you can really get along with, and then also who has the expert market knowledge on your market. Know a lot of people, but who knows your neighborhood? Who knows the neighborhood you want to move into? Who knows how many homes have been selling and what kind of negotiations can happen in your particular neighborhood? And that's where it becomes really important to have the right realtor for your situation. So that's what I would recommend is interview a couple realtors and pick the one that's best suited for your specific needs for your neighborhood and your lifestyle.
And very often it doesn't make sense for you to work with somebody who's very close to you. A lot of people like to have arm's length relationships when it comes to, like Aaron said, knowing the ins and outs of your finances, and it does become a very intimate personal relationship. And Aaron, I know you and Regina are the same. You like for those to turn into long-term friendships, but sometimes it's a little too close to work with some of those relationships in your life. So kind of to piggyback on what Regina said, if it's your neighbor, say, look, I feel like I need to work with somebody in my family, but I can give you the referral, and you're still giving them some business, supporting them in what they do, but just not necessarily on your transaction.
Well, of all the people that I was considering, it was the next door neighbor lady because she has to live next door to the people that would buy the house. And I thought, well, she's put in her dues as being a good neighbor, and she's going to have to be a good neighbor to whoever moves in next, and she's going to have to well, either way you look at it, she's got to live next door.
And who knows the neighborhood better than somebody who lives in the neighborhood?
Yeah, so maybe she is the person.